These are all my thoughts and opinions based on public information. I got a few quite interesting emails from some people telling me that Meghan is absolutely in love with her husband. And I'm just going to leave this out there. Let's look at the woman's track record. This is a woman who, at 40 years of age, has no long-lasting relationships. None of her relationships last more than 3-4 years. And the way she belittles and dismisses Harry in public, and this is in public where she has to maintain a facade. Can you imagine what he does to or berates him in private? My humble opinion, this woman is counting the days to divorce Harry. And she's trying to do it in the best possible way to her advantage. And again, I said this before. Harry and Meghan Markle walked into that marriage with an expiration date and to see all the privileges that she can get away with. So for any of you sending me the emails that I just received, I receive about 18 emails. I stopped counting after 18 about how Meghan how Harry is mistreating Meghan, how Harry made Meghan's life miserable, how because of Harry and the royal family, Meghan, they're trying to shatter her reputation. They're trying to do a Princess Diana thing, which is not going to work. You know what I mean? Everybody tried to help that skanko. Everybody tried to help her. And she just kicked everybody in the teeth because her arrogance, her self-importance got the better of her. She's stupid. And this is why when people tell me she's smart, she's not. She is a very, very stupid woman, and who threw everything away, who threw a golden opportunity away because she thought she was better than everybody. It went to her head. I just saw that video of Jesus Enrique Rosas, the body language guy, where Prince Charles is telling Meghan to stay behind, senior royals only. What people don't get is that in her mind, she is better than everybody. And then because she was married and pregnant, she thought, and I'm sorry I'm going to say this expression, she figured that she had everybody by the balls. And because she didn't care about making a scene or making a scandal. It's like having a terrorist. You know why the difference between terrorists hurt more people is because they really don't care about the consequences of others. It's just like the police. The police can't act just as ruthless as terrorists because it'd be a bloodbath, right? But Meghan is a terrorist because she thought she had the royal family by the balls. And people who tell me right now in those emails that the royal family are afraid of to do the right thing because of what people are going to say or the press. You know what? Doing the right thing is never a bad idea. Doing the right thing always comes through as the right thing. It's when people bend backwards or go out of their way because optics is better than reality. It's more important to them than reality. But these are just my thoughts and opinions. Please, what do you think? Please do leave your comments, like, share, and subscribe. But in my opinion, it's time that people start doing the right thing and living by doing the right thing, that instead of pretending or living by optics, because this is why we're in this mess to begin with. And the standards to be near a royal should be raised because there's so many dire consequences. And this is what people don't understand. And this is why those rules and protocols are there in place. I'm going to say something else because many people are still criticizing me about rules and stuff and the human rights thing. When you apply for a job, I don't know, in some jobs, when you have, depending on the level of security required, or if it's a high profile job, you have more requirements. For me, they always ask me for a police record, references and stuff like that, right? For example, you are not going to put in charge of a bank a convicted felon of money laundering, are you? Well, of course you're not. The requirements needed, even if you're a CEO, there's some things that because you don't meet those requirements, you cannot be part of it, and it's the same for the royal family. And yet they've thrown them all out the window. There's nothing wrong with cleaning house. You know, people have told me that I'm anti-monarchist. I've received so many emails just now and this afternoon. And I find this insane. People who believe in a free, like a democratic government. If you criticize your politicians for being crooked, if you know that they're crooked and they're laundering money, they're breaking the laws, you guys want to hold these people accountable because you want your government to remain democratic and fair and clean. You don't want crooked politicians. Look what's happening to Boris Johnson. I am so angry about that, albino wanker, because, they were having parties at number 10 in the worst part of the quarantine in May 2020. Do we remember Her Majesty the Queen sitting alone in a church because she couldn't have anybody around? The hundreds, thousands of people who couldn't be near their loved ones during COVID, or they're dead or whatever because of COVID. People spending Christmas apart. And it was just horrible. And we have Boris Johnson, this fucking wanker, having parties of BYOB. He should be prosecuted. He should be removed as PM and prosecuted. I mean, to the fullest extent of the law. This guy does not deserve any pity. So many, I don't know about you guys. How many of you couldn't see your loved ones in May 2020? It was at the height of the restrictions and everybody. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I started talking about that, but it just made me angry. But anyways, what do you guys think?